From the diary of my grandma Fanny, and we're on October the 18th, 1942. Anime was at Park Garber's, and I washed and cleaned a chicken for Marion's birthday.
Hi everyone, and welcome. Today is Thrifty Thursday, and I'm going to share with you a little bit of what I got at the thrift store. But most of it's going to be from the Dollar Tree, so we can call it a special edition Thrifty Thursday, Tessie at the Dollar Tree. What many people don't know is I love the Dollar Tree. In fact, I get most of my items there. And we're going to start off with one of my items because it's a little bit of a different item. One of the items I got was a paintbrush. Now, am I going to do some painting? Nope. I'm using this paintbrush for something else, and I thought maybe you would like to see why I need a paintbrush every time of the year when it's in the fall. So come join me, and I'll show you what I have to do. So, this is what I have to do. And I needed a paintbrush. I always throw out a paintbrush at the end of the year. I bet you're wondering, well, what in the world is this thing? This is how I heat my home. It is a wood pellet stove. And I take a paintbrush and roll up my sleeves because I'm going to get dirty. I go with my paintbrush, and this is how I get all of the ashes down from it. It's a messy job, but somebody's got to do it, right? What I do is I take the paintbrush, we're going to go down the sides of it. Like that. And there we go. And now I have to clean it. So we take our ash vac, and the stove is cold. There's no hot ashes. Make sure it's all ready to go. And it's all ready to go. A few years ago, a extended family member was poking fun of the Dollar Tree. They were making fun of it. And to be honest, the Dollar Tree is my favorite place to shop. I love going to the Dollar Tree because let's face it, the Dollar Tree is king when cash is low. And today I'm going to share with you what I got at the Dollar Tree, how I'm going to use it, and how it can be really thrifty. It was what I got at the thrift store. It was only 75 cents, and it is called Top Secret Recipes. Now, somebody made this. It is 600 pages of all kinds of copycat recipes from your favorite restaurants. So I thought it was really neat. Do you know how much money they put into this with all of the ink? So I'm really excited about this. I'm going to be going through some of my books and really purging some books that I really don't use. But I'm going to really be using this. I already looked at the recipes, and I think you guys are going to all really enjoy it. So what did I get at the Dollar Tree, and what am I going to use with it? Well, I buy almost everything I can at the Dollar Tree. I know the old saying is, well, you're buying something, most of it's from China. And I understand that. But when you have $5 and you have 5 things you need to buy, the Dollar Tree is where you're going to get it. And I'm sure most of you know by now on my channel, I'm all about being frugal. And, you know, I don't have money to buy all organic things. I don't have that kind of money. You know, I have to buy what I need. And so the Dollar Tree is my go-to place. So the first thing I got was toothpaste. I mean, it's toothpaste. And that is something that's probably universal. So whichever store you go to, it is the Colgate toothpaste. So I got that. And now for some unique items. I got a makeup brush because I really needed one. And at Walmart, these sell for a lot more than $1. And then I got some of these tins that are magnetic. And I think it's going to be great to put at my stove. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to put in them. I got 2 of them. And then I thought this was so neat. I thought this was amazing. It is one of these wine bottles, but it's glass with the cork on it. And we're going to make a project today using this. And you guys can make it too. You don't have to have a wine bottle to make it. So I was really surprised to see that they had apple cider vinegar. Now, this is not the expensive apple cider vinegar with the mother in it, which I will use for certain things, but the cheaper vinegar like this I use for other things. And product of USA. So there you go. Not all of your products that you get at the Dollar Tree are from China. This came from the US. It was established in 1905. So that's a plus. So if you really are the kind of person who doesn't want to buy anything that's not made in the US, take a look. You'll be shocked because things like the vinegar was made in the US. So those are my thrifty finds, and now I'm going to share with you what I'm going to do with them. These little magnetic spice jars, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my 2 favorite spices in it. My homemade mix and dehydrated peppers and celery and onions. These are the 2 standbys for me. So I'm just going to pour a little in here. Yes, I washed these containers out before I'm doing this video. See, isn't that perfect? And I'm going to put it right on my oven, and that way it's right and handy. In fact, I'm going to put it up top where the vent is, because then you don't have the heat. And then I can fill it with these as it gets empty. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to put my spice mix, which all of you know by now what it is. In case you don't know what it is, I always share with you the link above me. It's amazing stuff. And so there's my spice mix. So we have 2 projects done. Now we're going to go to our next project. Here we have some rosemary. This is the last of my rosemary. And rosemary will not survive my winters. And so I usually try to bring it indoors, but it never survives for me indoors. So what we're going to do is we're cutting up all the rosemary that we can. Now I have not had frost yet, so I think I'm all right for another week. But I will harvest all of this when it comes towards the end of the week. Also, this is my rosemary. I did a video on it where you take 1 sprig from the grocery store and you can make your own plant. So I will share with you the link of that above in case you missed it. Some people have great success and other people are disappointed. It's all in the matter of how much light you have and if you do everything that I say in my video. Alright, so we got our rosemary, and now we're going to work on our final project for today. Here we are. So what we're going to do is we washed our rosemary, and we're going to put our rosemary in the jar. And what I do is when my vinegar starts to run low, I just fill it up with new vinegar. Vinegar acts like a preservative. It smells so good. I will wait 6 to 8 weeks before I actually use this because I want it to incorporate through. If you have a chopstick, you use a chopstick, you can get the rosemary down to the bottom of it. Or you could take the end of a scissors and just push it down like that. But the more rosemary you have in it, the stronger it's going to be. It's so much fun. You can also do this in any kind of jar that you have. It doesn't have to be one of these wine bottles, but it sure does look pretty. Be perfect for a Christmas gift. So what do you use this vinegar for? Well, when I make my sloppy joe, I use vinegar. When I make deviled eggs, I use vinegar. Anything that you use vinegar for, you have a little bit of that rosemary flavor to it, and it's really good. So let's go ahead and put some on the top here. These are kind of one of these projects that are so much fun. Doesn't cost you much. Buy this at a high-end store, you're going to be paying a lot of money. There's actually stores right now that's what they specialize in, is things like this. And why would you buy it for $10, $15, $20, $30 when you can make it for almost nothing? I'm trying to fit all of this rosemary in here because I really want it to be full. So let's see. We got one more little sprig here, and then I'll pour the vinegar in it. So like I said, if you have a chopstick, if you don't want it on the top of it like this, you don't have to, but I like it. I think it looks pretty. So we take a funnel. Gonna take some of our vinegar that we got at the Dollar Tree, and we're gonna pour it in. Simple as that. The vinegar is a preservative, so it will always stay nice colored in this jar. You do not need to refrigerate it. This is a very old way of preserving herbs. Now we want to tap it a little bit, make sure we get all the air bubbles out. Wow, it didn't even use the whole one. That's great. Okay. Cap it with our lid. And you want to wash it off. Do this with any kind of herb, whatever your preference, and it's a fun project. It came from the Dollar Tree, and it's frugal too. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. I think I'm going to spend it outside today. No rain for this girl. Take care, everyone. Bye.